If you say separate this by slash, you know what it's going to do? If you are separating this by slash, it means when it get to 9/27 at this slash, it will bring out a line downward. If it is separate by column, anywhere you see column, it bring out a line. It will separate it to maybe a different possibly a different yeah, to a different column entirely. So I want to separate this by space, yeah, by space. So what I will just do is I will just say extract no, let me not use extract, let me use well, there are another, I can use no, let me use extract. So I want to extract based on tests before delimiter. Yeah, test before delimiter. Okay, so test before delimiter, I'll just click this. No, I should have, this will only affect one. So let me just click this first, click here, then go to extract. Now we can use extract or split column, you understand? Okay, let me use split column instead. So I'll just say split column by number of characters, by position, by lowercase or digit to non-digit, or by non-digit or digit. So I'll just say by delimiter. So once you say by delimiter, the default delimiter here is slash. So do you want to extract by slash? If no, I can say I want to extract by space. So once I say by space, I'll click OK. Now watch what happened. So if you look at this closely, you will notice that it has extracted the date from the time. Take note, it extracted the date separate from the time. Now let me show you something. Now each of the things you do in Power BI has an applied step. So this is step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, step 5. So you can go back to step 4. If I click here, I'm going back to step 4. So at step 4, it was split column by delimiter. At step 3, they were still together. All of them was still together. So at step 4, it's splitted. You understand? So at step 4, it's splitted into this form, and at step 5, it changed type 1. So it became like this. So you could see that we have the dates here and we have the time in this place. So this one is just a separate column, we can delete it. So I'll just click this and press delete button, and once I do that, off it goes. So I have been able to extract I've been able to extract the date from the time. Now it is very crucial when you start working with dates in your analysis. It is very crucial to know the importance. It's very crucial to know the importance. Just a moment, please. Sorry. Just a moment, please. All right, so this is very crucial, especially when you're working with sales data. Very important. So they might ask you, can you tell us based on this particular ID, when was this sales carried out? So you can now go and check when was this sales carried out based on date or time. So this is very crucial when you are dealing with analysis. Now, one of the things I must tell you is this: it's good to always trim your data. Trim. Now, when you hear the word trim, what comes to your mind? Trim is removing of extra spaces. Trim is removing extra spaces. Trim is remove extra. It's always good to remove extra spaces in your data. So what I will just do is I will just select everything. You can press Ctrl A. Just press Ctrl A and click on Format, then click on Trim. So it would, if there are extra spaces that is not needed, it would automatically remove them. Alright, so you could see the moment I did that, it's readjusted my data. It readjusted my data. You could see, so my data was readjusted. You could see, so extra spaces has been removed. So all of these are very important. Now look at this. You are dealing with maybe an organization whereby numbers are very critical when it comes to data analytics, and sometimes you may be asked, oh please, all our extended price, I think EXT, I don't know what it means, but it's my main extended price in this kind, should be in 2 decimal places. And what we are having here, we have 2 decimal places, we have 1 decimal place, we are even having just a whole number. So you could see that in this kind of analysis, you may not, it might affect, if they might just tell you, okay, please, we want it to be in 2 decimal place at least 2 decimal place. So to make this a rounded decimal, you just click this. Once you click this, you go to Format. Sorry, not Format. Sorry. I think that should be statistics. Okay. Oh, the rounding is not. Okay, let me go back. Okay, once you click this, just right click. There should be a way I should be able to transform that data to decimal place. Well, okay, I think I know why. I know why it was not bringing out rounding, because this is supposed to be enabled, this one, but it's not enabled because this data that is a number, a numeric data, is seen as a test data. This ABC instead of 1, 2, 3. I would need to first of all convert it to a number. So I'll just click it, then go to, of course, this decimal number. I'll just click on decimal number. So it will change, and it has changed to decimal number. So the moment I click on decimal number, you could see this is already activated. So I'll just click on rounding up to how many decimals. So I want to round up this thing to, I have made a mistake. I went to go and click on rounding up. So rounding up will just round it up to a whole number. So for me to go back, there is nothing like Ctrl Z here. Ctrl Z does not work in Power BI. So you will come to these applied steps and cancel this step. Cancel it. Alright, so it has come back to where it was before. Then you highlight and go to rounding. Just say round. Click on round. So once you click on round, it will tell you how many decimal places. 2 decimal places. Okay. So the moment you say 2 decimal places, automatically it will round up this data into 2 decimal places. So you could check it. You will notice this is supposed to affect everything, but I'm still seeing whole number. Well, I'm still seeing. Okay. Let me repeat the process again. Round down. Okay, let me go to round down. Round down to an whole number. So let me round again. Let me round to 2 decimal place.